Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Today, my window's open because it's summer and it's hot. My fan is on because it's summer and it's hot, and I have a family and I love them, but they're loud. So if you can get through that with me in this video, then we are going to be able to get through all of this. Let me grab a sponge really quick. So in front of me, I actually have quite a few new products. I don't typically use a lot of new products at once, but I guess it just kind of panned out that way. So to begin with, I want to use this Empowered palette by Huda Beauty. This one right here. I picked this up a while ago, but I just haven't used it yet. And hold on. We're just going to take this because I try to open these and for some reason I can't grip it with my fingernails, so we'll just open it like that. This is the box, and then let's put this over here. This is the palette. Wow, that's kind of nice, actually. I had to open this when I first bought it because I believe I had it shipped, but I really don't remember looking at it. So, and this wasn't long ago, it was only a few weeks ago, but you know, there you go. That's what it looks like. You guys have probably seen this palette before on a bunch of other people's channels. I just watched Lily's channel and she used it and made a really beautiful look with it. I don't know what I want to do, but it's a neutral palette, which is my wheelhouse. I love neutrals, so I'm probably going to just do a neutral look. Yeah, I can tell already. I want to use probably this side of the palette today. This side over here, but we'll see how it goes. It does come with a mirror and it's quite substantial. This thing is really, it's heavy. It reminds me of the Urban Decay Born to Run, or even maybe it's a little bit lighter but hefty in the sense of like the Pat McGrath Labs palettes. So it's sturdy. Let's do some prepping. I don't know if there's going to be fallout either, so I'm probably going to just do the eyes first and then we'll get into the face. I'm going to begin with my trusty Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow base. This one is damn near empty, but honey, you better believe I got me a backup and a backup of backups. So this is my favorite eye primer. It really does hold on to your eyeshadow, keeps it from creasing, and it makes it last all day. And typically when I do my makeup, I'm wearing it for, you know, at least 12, 13 hours. So yeah, I have very long days. So I want to be able to have something where at least my eye look is going to stay the same. And then let's see, what do we want to begin with? I think we're just going to start with the palette, like I mentioned, because I don't know if there's going to be fallout. So I'm going to start with this color right here at the bottom. It's called Best Self. And we're going to try putting that in the crease and see what it looks like. So we're going to try Best Self, which is right here. Trying to be careful for the mirror. I mean, it's got plastic over the top of it, but I don't like want to squish it. I'm gonna grab I don't know how you can't squish a mirror because it's not like malleable or pliable. It's very rigid, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush and I'm going into Best Self, and we're gonna pop that. Ooh, yes, definitely fallout. Lily talked about that in her video too, so you're gonna get kicked back in the pan. But we're popping this into the crease and we'll just see what it looks like. See what it do. I think this is my first big Huda palette. I've only ever had the small ones, the little 9-pan palette, so I've never had a big one before. This is coming out rather warm and peachy on my skin, and I'm trying to work it into the crease here and make it into what I think can be a transition color, transition shade. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure if I let the primer dry enough. I do this every time. I've been doing it a lot lately, where I'll get this kind of bunching right here, where it's holding onto the creasing in my eye instead of being smooth. I think it's because I'm not giving the primer enough time to dry. So don't be like me. Let the primer dry a little. Let's do this eye. Let's see if we get a better result. Yeah, I think I just wanted to jump in too quickly. This is going a little more smoothly than the other one. Although I can still see some bunching here as well. That's okay, that's fine. It's a very warm peach. Definitely a peach. I don't see any coral in this color. There's more brown in it, if you can see that. So I kind of want something that's a little bit warmer than that. So I'm going to try this one right here called Get It. This one is called Get It. Right here. And we're going to try that. That's a little more pink than peach. Same brush. Yeah, I think I like this a little bit more for the crease. Just a scotch. I don't see as much fallout either in the pan for this shadow. Forget it. Or kickback, I should say, because fallout would be on my face. Okay, so I do like the fact that Get It's a bit warmer. I think that's really what I was going for. So we're gonna pull this up a little bit, just underneath the brow bone. And then we'll launch into the rest. Okay. Yeah, that warms that up nicely. I hope you guys can see that. And then again, with this bunching, I gotta figure this out, you guys, because this happened the last time too. I don't know why. Maybe it's how I'm putting on the primer, because it's happening in the same spot on both eyes. Interesting. All right, so moving along. Let's pick another shade. I'm gonna grab a different brush this time. And I'm gonna try and do something that's a little more concentrated. So I'm going in with Legacy, which is right here at the bottom. That is Legacy. And we're gonna take this little brush right here. I'm gonna go just like this. Ooh, this is a very brown red. It's truly a terracotta on my tone. And we're just gonna fill in this outer crease, or this outer V, I should say. So that kind of triangle shape that I'm making, that's what I'm talking about. Let's put a little triangle there. We'll do the same thing on this side. And then we'll clean all of the fallout and everything up when we're done. And although I don't see a lot of fallout, I have the feeling there's a little bit, like right here, for example. Let's come in just a little bit. Okay, so I like that shade for deepening up the outer corner. Very nice. All right, so what else should we grab? How about we grab a flat brush and go in with another one of these neutrals. Let's try this one right here. It's called Power. This one right here. And we're gonna pop that all over the lid and see what it looks like. It's a very light color, but I just want to see. So all I'm doing is pressing the color in. I'm just packing it on. I'm not actually blending it. Wow, that's really bright. but it's not bright in a bad way. And I'm surprised that it comes out so bright on my skin tone, because normally shades like this get muddied, but this one is really holding its own against the background of the brown of my skin. Okay, I like it. We're gonna put something shimmery on top though, you already know. You already know. Do not act brand new around here. You guys know what time it is. I seldom do an all matte look. Very seldom. Okay, so what are we looking like so far? We doing okay? Did we wipe out some of the work that we did over here? Possibly. Is it going to be fine? Yes. All right, we'll just grab this and we'll put it back in. There, like nothing happened. No one will notice. Okay, so for my lid, like I mentioned, I would like something sparkly, but since I don't know how these particular shadows work, and I don't feel like fiddling around with them today, I'm going to set the palette down for a moment, and I'm going to grab my NYX Glitter Primer. I love this stuff because when you use it, whatever you stick on top of it is going to stay. It's going nowhere. But you do have to be careful because it will also lift up anything that you've already set down. So you really don't need a lot, just a little bit. And I'm going to put this down in all the places where I would like the next shadow to really pop. And yes, it is quite sticky. So if you don't like things that are sticky, this is not the primer for you. But if you don't mind, this will hold on to whatever you set on top of it. Okay. Normally I go overboard, but I'm going to try not doing that this time. Because I'm just like, oh, a little more, a little more, a little more, and then a little more becomes like a nightmare. I still have my flat brush here with me, so let's see. I keep eyeballing this color right here. It's so pretty. It's called Bold Moves. And it's this one right here. I'm not sure though if that's going to go well with the look, or if I should try using the one that's next to it that says Do It. Maybe we'll use Do It. Well, actually, there's this one down here too. Hold on, let me swatch this real quick and see what it actually looks like. I'm going to swatch Visionary. Visionary is this one right here. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so that's Visionary. And then I'm going to swatch Do It. Let's Do It right here. And then the third one was Bold Moves. That's the one I originally thought I would want to use. Wow. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, glad I swatched that. That would have been quite a shock on the lid. And I think I'm going to go with the one that's a little bit more subtle, which is Visionary at the bottom. And I'm sure there's a place for bold moves, don't get me wrong, but wow, in person, this is really, really bright. It's very foiled. And I wasn't necessarily going for a super duper foiled look, although I think it would look really pretty on the inner corner. I'm just cleaning off my hand. So maybe we'll touch on it in a minute. Okay, so let's go in with, what did I say? Visionary, because it's the lighter of the three. We're going to go with Visionary. And we're just going to pat that down. Yeah. I wanted something a little more subtle. just a scotch. I mean, I wouldn't really call this subtle, but comparatively, it is more subtle than the other two shades that we just looked at. Plus, it blends a little bit better with the other colors that I already laid down. It's not trying to like dominate so much as it's trying to complement, which is really what I was looking for. It's just a complementary shade. And I'm just patting this in. I'm not even blending it out, just patting. Should we do some lashes today, you guys? I always feel like whenever I do lashes, it really does complete the look. What do you think? Should we do lashes? I think we should do lashes. I think that would be nice. All right, so I like this so far. This formula is really beautiful. It's very easy to work with. Everything blended nicely. I just was so surprised that the shadows, they really do show up on my skin. I don't know why I'm surprised though, because Huda's shadows have worked well for me always, but I feel like when I looked at this palette, I just wasn't really sure of what to expect. You know what I mean? But I'm glad I bought it because it's easy to use. It's easy to use. I have the feeling I can travel with it as long as I stick it in my bag that I carry. And yeah, so let's do the rest of the face. I'm going to spare you guys and I will do the rest of the face off camera and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So give me a minute, okay? Okay guys, we are back. I have finished my face. This is what the look looks like. So let me tell you everything that I use. I'll work my way backwards. On my lips, I have the new e.l.f. O Face. Well, I guess they're not that new, but it's the O Face collection. This is in the shade Drive. That is what's on my lip. And then on top of that, I have Riri from Fenty. It's a gloss. And let's see. For my blush, I actually tried a new blush I have not had yet. And it is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Blush in this shade Daring Rosewood. So that's what's on my cheeks. And these are actually really nice, you guys. It took me forever to get a hold of them because they kept being sold out. But it does come with a mirror in the bottom of the compact. So it's like a little mirror there. There you go. Very pretty. I do like this blush. But you know, I like to go ham. I like a lot of blush. So yay. Let's see. I guess I'll just do this out of order. My setting spray is the Milani Cherry Make It Last All Day. Make It Last Cherry Scented Setting Spray. Say all the words. Say all the words. I have the Lancome Tainty Dole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer in the shade 470. On my face, I have the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum in 7 to 8 Deep Tan. On my face, I also have the Chanel Le Beige, and it is the bronzer that is in the shade, I don't know what shade this is. It's got to be the deepest one. Oh, it's 395 Soleil Tan. This one. This is the bronzer. Very pretty. It's a really nice chocolatey brown color, which I like. And it didn't have too much red in it. I just wanted something that would like warm up my face. And I think this did a really good job. This is a beautiful bronzer. They sell it over at Ulta. So, and I waited forever for that one to come back in too because it kept being sold out. I used the e.l.f. Cookies and Dream primer, but I only used it in my T-zone, the places where I get oiliest. I'm just gonna make a mess. I have the Ruby Kisses HD Set and Forget setting powder. This is the one that I always tell you guys to be careful because it will have you casket ready. This stuff really is awesome though. It locks in your look for the day. putting everything back as we go along. I have the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Boost mascara. I really like this. I likened it to, if you had to compare a shampoo and conditioner, this would be the conditioner. It has a really nice formula to it. It's not super wet, but it's like kind of a thicker formula, so it really does cling onto your lashes and give you a lot of volume. I'm wearing the Allure London Wispy Light Lashes. That's these. And for my lash glue, how I do it is I will line my lashes, my natural lashes. I'll make a line using this lash glue, which is from NYX. It's the professional NYX, 2-in-1 liner and lash adhesive. So I start by lining my eyes with this like you would an eyeliner. And then I used the Active Duo Black Adhesive for strip lashes. This is the one from, what is this company? I have 10 million. I have 10 million of these. And I can't believe I'm not thinking of the name of the company, you guys. From these guys, Duo. So this is the active one. I heard a lot of people don't like this lash glue, but I've had no problem with it. And maybe it's because I pair it with the NYX liner glue. So I don't know. Maybe they just worked well together. But when I use the two of these together, I have no problems with my lashes. They stay on all day. And then for my eyeliners, I have, of course, Urban Decay Demolition. This is my favorite brown, aside from the one from NYX. And then I also used on my bottom lash line the Urban Decay, what is this, Smog? Which is like a sparkly, kind of coppery brown. Let me show you. Just like that. So that is what's on the lower lash line, along with the rest of the palette. I just went underneath with a little bit of the shadow there. So, you know what I just realized? I didn't even comb out my brows. Hold on. I'm going to use this MAC spiked pencil. I'm not actually filling in my brows because my brows are tattooed. I don't fill them in very often. But when I do, it's going to probably be with this pencil from MAC in spiked. So overall, I love this palette from Huda. I figured that I would, though. It's not a surprise to me at all. This is a really beautiful palette. Definitely recommend it. I know that Sephora just had a killer sale on this. So if you were able to pick it up during that sale, good job. I paid full price for mine, but I'm glad that I did because I love this palette. I really love a neutral, and I think this palette is going to serve me well, and I'm glad it's part of my collection now. As you know, I'm turning over my collection. The last thing I want to show you is this. I picked up the Versace Eros Pour Femme Eau de Toilette. I don't have a lot of eau de toilettes. I have a lot of eau de parfums and extraits. But this one, when I smelled it in store, I was like, I've got to have it. It smelled amazing, and it's perfect. Ooh, that's loud, isn't it? Sorry, guys. And it's perfect for summer. So, again, this is the box, and then I gotta open all this right here. Ooh, girl. This is what the fragrance looks like. This is the bottle. It's opulent. It is. It's very opulent. It's almost garish, but it's the juice that I'm interested in. So let me tell you about these notes. It's definitely a citrus. Like all day long, it is the epitome of citrus. Top notes are Sicilian lemon, raspberry, white currant, mandarin orange, and cologne, which is an intense marine ozonic sea-like smell, and it's also known as watermelon ketone. For the mid, we have jasmine, orange blossom, magnolia, and freesia. And for the base, we have musk, woody notes, ambroxan, and patchouli. So those are the notes that are in this fragrance, and it smells incredible. It smells like a citrus lover's dream. So if you really like citrus, this is probably going to be the right fragrance for you. I don't know how it wears, as you saw. I'm just now opening the box, so we're gonna see. Whew. Oh my gosh. Should I overspray? I mean, I just did like both of my wrists. Am I going to bother people with this? Or am I going to have a really nice sillage? I'm not going to overspray because I'm not familiar with this fragrance. So I did this wrist, and you saw me spray right here. It's still drying. Oh, it's beautiful. It smells like lemons, and it smells like grapefruits and oranges and just anything citrusy. But also it smells like flowers. Like it's a citrus plant in a garden. Okay, that's it. I can't describe these. You know I try. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.